Hi, Livelihood. How are you? Merry Christmas. All right, ready? I forgot how tight these were when I adjust this slightly. Go right. Sorry. Hey, young Blake, how are you? Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well today. It's kind of foggy out, so it's a little Silent Hill here. We'll be here for we ride a bike. How far are we going? About 20 miles. So nothing too crazy. I want to get my exercise in for the day. I have found a way that makes it pretty easy for the most part, so as to go ahead and stream and bike at the same time. I can still look at the road without endangering myself or anyone else. So, that's the most important part. And I can take you guys along. It's not quite as... What I'd really like is a GoPro. Oh, pardon me. Because then you guys could actually see. Hey, Austin, how you doing? It's been a while. Merry Christmas. Viva Cristo Rey. Hope you're doing well. We should invest in a lever mic so we can hear you a bit better. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea either. I can go ahead and try to talk louder. KAMaximilianK, why don't you speed it up once we're through here?
What?
Speed up once we're through here. Well, you know how to fix the cold. The faster you bike, the warmer you are. Say, there you probably did hear me. Because it was echoed for a second, so I'm trying to say. I can't say it the Hawaiian way. Merry Kalika Kimas. It's the Hawaiian thing to say. Merry Christmas today. Oh, he is pedaling now. Okay. Good. Yeah, I was gonna say, I do have to talk a bit louder, is what I've heard from Marky Poo. So I will go ahead and try to talk a bit louder for you guys. But obviously won't be able to do that all the time. Need to catch my breath sometimes. How you been doing though, Austin? It's been a while. Truth be told, I see you message me on your new account and I need to respond back to that. I just keep forgetting to. That's been my bad. I apologize. And I know that's been like a few months now, so that's like really my bad, and I apologize. Did Santa bring you everything you asked for Christmas? Yeah, I'd say, so Cayman's grandparents aren't here till 12, something like that, which is why we're out biking now and not 1 o'clock, because I figured if we left to bike now, we could spend more time with them, get our exercise in, have a good time. So we've only opened 2 Christmas presents so far, one last night, one this morning. And as KAMaximilianK's trying to say, but you guys probably can't hear, he got particularly lucky with his Pokemon cards. I did not, but good for him. I am glad that he did. He got a $10 card and a $15 card. So honestly, not too bad. Not that it's only about the money, of course. It is about how cool the cards are and how viable. Admittedly, he did get N's Zoroark. Full art. Well, it's a little different than a full art, but yes. But anyways, the N Zoroark is used in decks at the moment. Not as much as you possibly. It's a good ability for it. The main downside to it is that it has to evolve into it. And that's the main downside for Zoroark. You do have a Zoroark. He is with me, yeah, he's gonna go 20 miles with me too. He's on his own bike. Could have done the tandem, we did not. We also both got a Brotato plushie for Christmas Eve last night because K-Cross, that sweetie patiti, and my wife. Young Blake says hi, by the way, bud. He says hi. So you met him at GolfCon not 2 Octobers ago. You can go, bud. Go fast. There's no snow. Go fast. Pedal. There you go. No snow, no ice. Go for it. That way you can have a better time up the hill. The more speed you get, the better the other side of the hill is. And yeah, it's really not too cold out or nothing. It's pretty pleasant. It's 40, which means it'll warm up a little bit as we bike. And since there's less cars, there's like 4 roads we have to cross over, not too bad. But since it's Christmas, that should mean we don't really have to wait for cars, so that's good. Still have to be a little careful though, because it's kind of, you guys probably can't see it, but it's kind of Silent Hill here. Got a fair amount of fog. Why don't you go pedal a little faster, bud? Let's see, I don't think I'm in a decent area to bike and don't have a car to drive to bike to an area to... Yeah, I get that. I am... Honestly, I think Iowa is probably one of the better states to live in for biking. Because where I grew up in Iowa, which is not where I live currently, there is a good bike trail, at least 50 miles, if not more. So, you know, that's pretty safe because then you're on the trail. No, different trail. Then the current city I'm at, oh gosh, there's so many trails I don't know. I haven't even discovered all of them. I go on the trails I'm familiar with because that's enough for me currently. Like once we move, I'll probably have to, it'll probably be the same city, but I'll have to go ahead and, yep, keep going. So go fast, go fast. Beautiful road to drive on too. Yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, we got like at least 60 miles, and that's for where I currently live, and I would assume it's more than that. And you have to deal with a little bit of, you know, like crossing the street once in a while, but it's pretty nice. I'm just thinking, like, because Baltimore, I know you don't live there, but I'm just thinking, because we visited there. No, Boston, not Baltimore, pardon me. We visited there a couple of years for summer vacation ago. A couple of years ago for summer vacation. You guys knew what I meant. You guys knew what I meant. And that had a nice urban, you know, like in the city trail. The only downside was how often you needed to cross the street. And for running, that's fine, because it's like, okay, you can run in place. But for biking, not so much. Yeah, stop, exactly. Why don't you pick it up a little, bud? And honestly, what I'd really prefer more trails to do, like we've seen twice today, I wish that we would have an we go under the road. That way we don't have to stop and we don't get in people's way, but that's not everywhere. I don't know how hard that would be to set up everywhere, etc., etc. So, you know, there's a lot of things. There's like, yeah, that'd be nice, but how viable is it? I expect we're going to be out here about 2 hours today, because I don't think KAMaximilian's going to go as fast as I do, which is fine. He's doing a good job as is. But I could probably do this 20 miles about an hour and a half, so. Because honestly, if KAMaximilian wasn't with me and I was just by myself, you guys would probably hear me once in a while, but not nearly as much as I am at the moment. Which is fine. Immediately, you guys should have a better view here soon. The first 2 miles, I'd say, are, I mean, it's not going to be great because you're still going to see my face and the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in the book. It's Reading Rainbow. But, well, that's what I'm saying. After the first 2 miles, we do get some more trees. Like, that's the thing I do appreciate about the trails here in Iowa, admittedly. 1 second. Be careful for this part, bud, but you should be fine. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Hold on. Pause. Stop, John. Stop, bud. Yep, that's why you gotta stop. Yep. Alright, go ahead, bud. Like, that's the one downside to this. Like, this crossing this street is not my favorite. I kind of wish that they'd been smarter, because there's a neighborhood here, and you know, people want to go home. I get that. What would have been smarter, and would have helped me anyways, just make a trail around the neighborhood. Like, instead of across the street, just have it circle around. It extends the trail, and then you don't have to deal with the traffic. But whatever, it is what it is. For this section of the trail, that's probably the worst part we have. One of two. The other one they can't really get a solution for, but for the most part, all the roads we cross over will be very, very quiet anyways. It's Christmas today, so it'll be even more quiet. As is, I'm surprised we've seen 2 cars, and 3 cars is what KAMaximilian says, but we've only really seen those cars ironically, when we were trying to cross. So it's like, yes, the amount of cars is low, but our timing is poor. You get everything you wanted for Christmas, Blake and Austin? Hope so. Oh, excuse me. I think those food smoothies. I did not, but I'm very thankful for what I did get. That, boy. As I say, that's the most important lesson to learn, honestly, and that's something I had to learn a while ago. Back when, this is gonna date it, but this is back when Pokemon cards first came out. I probably wanted like a video game or something, or more Pokemon cards. So I got Pokemon cards for my birthday. I got a board game for my brother, and I was just so offended that it wasn't what I wanted. Then we actually played the board game, and it was pretty fun. It was like, oh gosh, probably when I was 12 or something then. So I remember when I got that game, I also got Muck, and I wish I still had that card because I like Muck. Muck is a cool Pokemon. Hi Tyler, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I was gonna say, you like Grimer? Grimer's pretty cool too. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wish we had a GoPro, honestly, Tyler, but just don't have one yet, so I have a little bike stand where I can put my phone. That way, you know, like, for work, if somebody messages me, I can see it while I'm biking. Typically, that's not what I'm focused on. And even now, I'm just looking up and down all around to make sure that we stay safe. Once again, not as a dig to KAMaximilian here. Since he goes like 2 miles per hour slower than me, it makes it so I can coast a lot. And quick is fine, but you'll probably be fine here anyways, but yes. Oh, maybe not. There's construction on this road, so I thought it would be a freebie, and now it's open. Interesting. You get what you wanted for Christmas, Tyler? I was telling Blake earlier, I've only opened 2 presents, and they've been pretty good ones so far. admittedly, I know most of the presents I'm getting because I bought them for myself and had my wife wrap them. But that doesn't mean that I'm not looking forward to them. It's more about Cayman anyways, honestly. I am looking forward to what he receives. Good, I'm glad to hear that, Tyler. It's always good. We haven't opened all of ours yet. I was trying to convince my wife to let me play Guild Wars while the in-laws were here, because we have an old laptop, but I mean, with how old Guild Wars is, I don't really need much to run it. She said no. Since I've been playing with Tyler, and we stream Guild Wars 1 on Sundays and Mondays. If people are interested, they can join us. We got party slots. We're up to 6 parties now, eventually 8. But I wanted to play that because it's like I did actually want to do the Reforged mode, and I want to keep grinding for Winter's Day. My wife said no. So I'll have to do that, you know, after the in-laws leave. Which, that's fine. They're driving 2 hours to see us, then eventually driving 2 hours home, and after they leave, I can play Guild Wars, so that'll be fine. So, also, there's a funny moment in, I think, the first season or second season of Shin-Chan, where, at least the American version, the dub version. Hi, Craig, Merry Christmas, how are you? Where, I don't remember why, but the Shin-Chan family has been kicked out of their house. So they're living in an apartment. I think they had to get it sprayed for pesticides or something. Can't fully remember at the moment. But basically, they had a hole in their wall where their neighbor could, you know, poke his head through and talk to them. Shin-Chan's a weird show. But basically, he was meant to be an otaku, and I'm 90% positive he says, "Oh boy, Guild Wars time." So it's like, I want to rewatch to hear that and be like, hold up. Is that what he said? Because it's like, and admittedly, Guild Wars and Girl Wars kind of sound familiar. And since he's an otaku, I could see Girl Wars. That would make sense now that I'm saying that out loud. What a weird topic for Christmas, am I right? You can pedal faster, bud. So you got a slight incline. It'll be easier on the way back, I promise. At least this section will. Excuse me. He's not doing too badly though. We're almost 20 minutes in, and we're almost at 4 miles. I've done this trail enough times I can tell you roughly how many miles in we are. It's not too bad, honestly. It's slower. I think I'm closer to 16 for 4, because I'm aiming for closer to 4-minute miles while on a bike. That sounds right, yeah? I don't know, 14-minute miles, I guess. Yeah. Yeah? Anyways, faster. No, I was just saying I'm faster, but you can go fast. I would like if you went faster, but I know you're not as used to doing 20 miles on your own bike, so I do want you to go faster, but I'm also not shoving at you to go faster. Being supportive, not mean here. As I said, I know that this part is an incline, so apologies for that, viewers, if you saw that. And it will be interesting. Cayman and I will go for a bike ride tomorrow as well, but that'll be closer to 2 o'clock, so it'll be warmer. I think we have a runner. You're fine, bud. Keep going. Just now pedal faster. You are going a little slow, but you're fine. You what? You always say that. Your back is fine. You're 9. do football. You don't do anything that's highly intensive on your back. As the man that has been suffering from back pain for the last 3 weeks, I don't want to hear it, bud. Merry Christmas. Come on, bud. You're doing just fine. You know you are. Now, admittedly, he probably is a little slower at the moment because he hasn't been biking in the off season like I have, which is fair. You know, I have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off, and Sunday is for Mass, and I have Guild Wars with Tyler, so we can't get out for a bike ride Sunday. Then Monday and Tuesday, it's not... What am I looking for words here, chat? Bright enough. There's not enough daylight. There's not enough daylight. So I can do it when he's not home. But, you know, he's at school. This Monday is different because he has school off. But actually, this Monday through Wednesday is different because he has school off. So he's going for a bike ride with me. We're going to go ahead and keep him in shape, but chat, and I need to get more in shape too, because it's like, I've kept exercising in the off season, but I've been eating too much, so I've definitely, I've definitely become a shape, and that's not the shape I like, so I am trying really hard today to eat less, and eat less period, because my metabolism is not what it used to be, is what I've discovered in the last 2 years, and it finally clicked in where I'm going, oh, okay, I better not eat like that. Which makes me sad because I want to eat like that. It's like, no, I want to eat. But it is what it is. Now for this section after we cross the street, it'll be interesting to see if Cayman decides to go faster because it's downhill. So hopefully he does. The only downside to it is he has to do the uphill part on the way back. But it's not a steep uphill, bud. It's just a long one. But you get a nice long downhill, so probably like a 3 mile downhill, 3 mile uphill, but it's very, very slight, so it's not too bad. It's noticeable, but not bad. Mary Kalika Maka, do 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 do. Buddy, we were slowing down. We were getting close to 5-minute miles. We just hit 4.5. Hold on. Car. Thank you. All right, after that we should be good, chat. At least until, you know, we come back. There you go. Keep going, bud. Yeah, let's go fast. This is a downhill. I can guarantee you this is a downhill. It'll be an uphill on the way back, but it's definitely a downhill. What's up? You okay? Okay. Now there's a possibility, chat, we'll have to turn around and do a different trail. I haven't been here since last Wednesday and there was still some ice. But it wasn't bad ice. Cayman and I tried to do a trail on Monday and had a lot of ice. We're going to try it again tomorrow. We'll see if it's better. So hopefully it is. But I'll honestly say that if this part of the trail is clear, the other one should be good too. Merry Christmas. I'm still getting exercise because I'm out here, but I'm definitely gliding at the moment, chat. Just coasting. Which is fine. As I said, it's been a little bit of time before it came in, so. just wish that it was sunny out. It's a nice temperature. It's a nice temperature. But that sun really does make a little bit of a difference. You don't think it does until it's not here, and then you go, oh, boy, that makes a difference. And I'm not like too cold. The main thing I'd say is my toes. Cayman's probably fine. I had him put on 2 pairs of socks. I have my little booties on, which is helping with my toesies as well. Once we get to the next street, bud, we'll be at 5.5 miles. We gotta keep going. Oh, you just coughing? You good? All right. Oh, he spits like his daddy. It's not a good thing. I more so meant we kind of spit on ourselves a little bit, bud, and something we both need to be better about. I know, as do I. But I am still glad to be out here. So it is a little unfortunate that I cannot. What's the thing? I cannot access any other apps while I'm streaming. Because I would mention my mom that she could come watch us, but it's fine. I could have told her before, and I didn't think about it until after I'd started streaming, because I posted to the Game of Favorites chat that we were going live with the bike and stream. And then I didn't tell my mama. My earthly mama. Not the Blessed Virgin Mary. Immediately, honestly, as long as we hit the 5.5 miles before half an hour, I'll be content. We're streaming tomorrow, not today. This is the only stream we're doing today, bud. But yes, we will do so with your mom and you. I did want to say thank you, everybody, for everybody that has been here for the birthday streams. We have 1 more tomorrow. Well, really 2 more. So we're going to stream in the morning after Daily Mass. Then we're going to go for a bike ride stream. Then we're going to stream in the evening again. Hold on. Keep pedaling, you're fine. Just make sure to avoid anything that you should. But because everybody has been so kind, and I appreciate that, thank you all very much. We have K-Man and Floofs will both be on stream tomorrow for 3 hours. Not their faces, but they'll play a game. We're not sure which game yet. Could be Mario Party. Huh? Blues will too? Floofs? I don't know what he's saying. Anyways, Kirby. There's a couple different things it could be, so. I will work on ordering that cat cam. We got to order a second camera now for the cats. Meow meow. And then we can have a dedicated cat cam. / dog cam. It really depends who decides, yeah, I'm going to be in that bed. So, we'll see. We'll see. So we have a dog bed. The cat's sleeping at 2, unsurprisingly. Immediately, the dog doesn't come downstairs as much anymore just because, alright. For the longest time, we were blaming one of our cats for peeing outside the box. We thought it was our cat Molly. You guys have probably seen her. She's the calico, fluffy kitty, a little bit of a hissy cat. Not too bad. She kind of sounds like a goat when she meows. Hold on, bike noises. What? Okay. She's a good cat. We like Molly. She's named after Molly Carpenter from the Dresden Files. So, I mean, honestly, truth be told, can't read that till you're 18, bud. It's a book series. Not for young readers. It's a good series, chat, but there's some stuff in it that I would not say is for young minds. Michael Carpenter is best character. Honestly, if we got a spin-off series about Michael Carpenter, I would not be opposed to that. I don't think that's going to happen. Purely because, as is, it takes Jimmy Butcher a long time in between books. Because I think Book 16 and 17. Both came out in 2020, maybe 2021. And it's been 4 years. It'll be 5 years by the time it comes out, because it comes out this January, which is nice. I'm looking forward to it. Huh? I didn't say anything about it. Did I say which one? Anyways, yes, book 18 comes out. You can bike faster, bud. We're on a downhill again. I don't know if you guys saw the plane pass over. I heard it. I didn't look in the camera to see if you guys could see it. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. So, yeah, we'll work on the cat cam. I'm going to see if Elgato has a sale on cameras tomorrow, because if I'm going to get you guys a cat cam, I want to get you a good camera. I do have an old camera I technically could use. That's not fair to you guys, though. It's like, oh, yes, a camera from 2009 for the cats. Wonderful. Wow, really glad we got this incentive. Cool. Very cool. I think it goes up to 480, and that's it. It might not even go that high. So, there's a possibility for an after Christmas sale, though. So, I will look into that. And thanks to Yugen, we do happen to have a couple of camera stands, and that'll work perfectly, honestly, for the kitty cat cam. It wasn't working as perfectly for me, but admittedly, that'll probably change too, because I'm going to work with floofs to do the basement, and that means a lot of cleaning for me. I have to organize a lot of Pokemon cards down there, a lot. So that's a project. But I can at least get the streaming area of the basement set up how I want it. So that part's good. But the main reason I want to move in the basement is because at the moment I can't really do Ring Fit Adventure very easily. And if I move just to a different section of the basement, there's less of an overhang, and I can do Ring Fit Adventure. So, I know that we have that as one of our incentive goals, which we have reached at this point. That's the reason for the delay. I am not doing it just to delay it. I'm not delaying it just to delay it. I just smacked my hands on the ceiling, and I don't want to do that. I'd be speeding through this section if I was by myself, which is fine. Honestly, I do like going faster on my bike, but it's also not a bad thing to go slower once in a while, just enjoy. And I get time with my son, so I really can't complain. It's a nice day. Your ears doing good, bud? Good. So I put dog ears on both of our bikes, as you can probably tell from my helmet. They're not technically called dog ears, but they look like dog ears, so I'm calling them dog ears. My dad called them dog ears. I picked up the term from him. I'm calling them dog ears. I don't know what the official term is, but dog ears is a cute name. I'm fine with it. We're calling them dog ears. I have looked up before. I immediately forgot it after I looked up and went, they're dog ears. Planning to watch It's a Wonderful Life today, and we might also watch... You okay? Alright. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm not sure if he's quite old enough for that one, though. That's the one that I'm a bit hesitant on. Admittedly, most of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation isn't too bad. There's like a scene or two. Mainly the pool scene. Pardon me. Time for him to get his tradition, right? See, that's the thing, Blake. Okay. Confession time. I've never seen A Christmas Story. Or I don't remember seeing it in my 35 years on this earth. But I am planning to watch that today as well, because I would like to go ahead and see it because of the fact of how much it's referenced and how much people talk about it. So that is planned to go ahead and see. I don't think we've seen Nightmare Before Christmas this year yet either. Oh, have you? I have not. Yeah, I know, right, Blake? I would say it's one of those ones I've been meaning to watch. So I would rather watch A Christmas Story over... I'll watch it today. I'd rather watch A Christmas Story over Elf. I am not a big fan of Elf. I like Home Alone 1. Home Alone 2 is pretty decent too. I think Home Alone 1 hits upon the themes of Christmas better than Home Alone 2. But there is still enough of it in Home Alone 2 where it's like, that's acceptable. Especially with the pigeon lady, because we should be kind to people that are in need. And I think that's a lesson that people forget about a lot of the time. A lot. You love Elf? I'm just so tired of Elf. Like, it's just... I'm trying to think of how to describe it. I don't know if I'd call it key jangling. I don't think that's fair to it. I don't know. So, a lot of it for me, I think I have liked 2 movies with Will Ferrell in it. I don't like Will Ferrell. Megamind. It's The Ballad of Ricky Bobby is pretty okay. I'll be honest about that too. There is. This is probably the roughest section of the trail, and it'll get better after this, bud. Now, admittedly, even though I don't like Elf, there's a national coffee chain called Scooters, which had an Elf theme for their coffee. Did I happen to go buy some Elf coffee? You're doggone right I did. So, I might be a slight hypocrite, but at the same time, it's like, so... If it's an interesting sounding flavor, I do want to try it because, like, okay, that sounds interesting. Speaking of stuff that should be interesting but was not, hey, anybody tried that Burger King SpongeBob burger that's the exact same as a Whopper? All you get is a yellow patty? Wow, that's worth extra money. It's not. Yup. I got you, like the Pokemon. Now, I have heard the bacon potato bites, Mr. Crab, oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, potato bites were pretty decent. Interesting. Fair. Yeah, I did not either, Blake, because I was looking at that because I was telling Pete Tony, oh, they have a SpongeBob thing, and it's like, I don't really care for SpongeBob, but I do like trying foods because, like, if it's a limited time thing, I'm curious. But it's like, oh, this is just that. So I didn't actually order it. Yeah, I was gonna say this was totally ice last time, but this is much better. There was still a little bit of ice there, chat, but like this entire bridge we just crossed over, pure ice last time, pure ice. It was ice, baby. Bop, 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 bop. What are we 1 second? You good? Yeah. Okay. He wanted his Camelback, which is fine. He wanted some water. Are we stopping?
No.
Okay. Got it with one hand?
I think I can.
Let me know if we use. Let me know if. One second, chat. He's not quite adept yet. Sorry for my tummy. Oh, I thought he needed to stop. Keep going, I'll catch up to you. I realize I have not buckled my CAMelback fully either. So, this was a good opportunity for that. He has not gotten adept yet at doing his CAMelback with one hand, which is fair. It is hard, honestly, to do. Please tell Cayman while you are stopped. One bit. I'll have to. He kept going. I'll have to go ahead. I was gonna say he can't do it, but let's see. One big clap. All right, cool. I didn't kill myself. We did it, chat. We did it, chat. No deaths today. No concussions. Woo! Woo! I will tell him one big clap once we catch up to him. But I hope not. You are a semi-coordinated adult. I mean, yeah, but, you know, I can do one hand just fine. Two hands is where it gets more difficult for me, and I'd love to be good with two hands. Hi, Just Learning Hope. Merry Christmas. How are you? I'd love to be good with two hands off the bike, but I'm not. But I'm not. One big clap. Not right now. But yes, tomorrow, for the first stream, I guess I should probably stream twice. That way we can go ahead and get the horse derby girl game and Expedition 33 taken care of. And then we can do multiplayer with Cayman and Flukes later in the evening.
Daddy?
What's up?
Maybe not next year, but maybe a year after that. If we do Ragbri, I'd like to do on a 40-mile day, half of it.
I think by 2 years, buddy, you could do 40 miles the whole day.
Okay. But I mean, like, next year.
Buddy, honestly, if you keep biking with me, I bet you could do 40 miles next year. It's not too bad. Come on. You're being melodramatic,
Right
but
now, I would.
you were playing Yuma Mumi, where is it called? I've happy to debate trying it. Yeah, the horse girl game. I am. So that was one of the spins on the subwheel, Blake. That and Expedition 33. And out of the 16 spins last night, we got Umamume 3 times. So we have, and we never got Fortnite. Cayman's upset about that for some reason. Oh, okay. But we got that 3 times, which equals an hour and a half of Umamume. So it's back to Horse Girl. Because we did an hour of it on Tuesday. So we got it on Tuesday, twice. No, on Tuesday we got it twice. Last night we got it 3 times, that's correct. Well, yeah, but that's 5 times total, never mind. Excuse me. Whew. And I was saying, admittedly, during it, last time we played it, that this feels awfully like the pipeline to My Little Pony. How you go playing it as a joke, you actually start playing it and go, oh no, this is actually decent. It's like, okay, I guess I'm playing the horse girl game now. smoking something. It smells good. No, I just meant the show in general, bud. A lot of people, when My Little Pony first came out, watched it as a joke because they were like, oh, this can't be good. And then they're like, oh, this is actually pretty decent. And that's kind of how Brownies came about. All right, chat, we got about 2 more miles. Then we're turning around.
Yay!
You gotta get that 2 more miles first, bud. You're fine. You just like to go ahead and not put your all into it, buddy. I love you, but you have to make a lot of things. Your back is fine. Your back is fine. You're 9. I don't want to hear it. You're 9. You're fine. You're fine. Uh-huh. He looks fine, chat. I was looking at his posture. Like how you're biking to make sure you're not, you know, too far bent over, too far the other way, etc., etc. So, I think you're fine. So maybe we should raise your seat. Can't do it right now, but that might be what it is, Chad. I'm looking at it. His knees are not really going all the way down like they're supposed to. Yeah, I think we better work on that for tomorrow. So that's an easy fix. Might want to see if my dad brought him another bike because he loves doing bike stuff. So we might see if he's big enough for that one now. I'm not sure. Maybe. Alright, fair enough. We'll check. Just because we're going to have to raise that seat a lot otherwise. I mean, we can do, but, you know. On the turnaround, bud, why don't we give Blake one big clap? Because he said one big clap. Don't you remember from when we were at GolfCon 2024? One big clap. We just don't want to do it while you're biking. When? We got about another 2 miles, I said.
That's about a mile.
That was not about a mile ago. I did have him do stretches with me, chat, just like I do stretches. Because stretches do happen to help with biking a considerable amount. Excuse me. And excuse me again, I apologize. You're fine. You're fine. Buddy, I don't want to hear the fake whining. Come on. You don't need a half-heart at anything. You half-heart so much. I want you to put your back into it. I'll be back. Gotta get a trash bag so I can clean up some of my trash. I understand. Sounds good, Blake. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas. You're fine. You know, if you pedaled faster, you would be warmer.
I'm not, it's not that.
Your back is fine. I need to stop hearing you complain. You and I both know you're fine. You're just trying to say this so you can get out and finish early. I'm not trying to belittle him, chat, but I know this child. because he's me when I was that age. I would do the same thing. There was one time, chat, actually, where I was doing exercises with a friend in college, some other people, and they were definitely pushing me harder probably than they should have. I'm not going to disagree with that, because it was like I was a runner, not a upper body guy, and they were having me do upper body stuff. So I started faking foaming at the mouth. That way I got out of it. So I'm not going to lie that I did some of the same stuff he did too. Probably still do on occasion, but I am trying to correct myself. I'm trying to correct him so he doesn't do the same stuff I did. So I want better for him than I did. I know he can do better. He's a good kid. Think of it this way, buddy. The faster you pedal, the faster you get to your presents. You're fine, come on. No fake whining. Come on, once we get to the street, bud, you got one more mile. Because the street after this is where we turn around, so you're almost there. Almost to the halfway, bud. He is doing a good job. Typically, Chad, I'll listen to podcasts while I'm biking, but can't do that with you guys, which is fine. I'm just glad y'all are here. Hope you're all having a very Merry Christmas. Alright, I know you've been doing half pedaling, but on the way back, I want you to go full for the whole 10 miles. Yeah, I know you've been holding back. Can't go ahead and make that whining noise. I know better. I know better. You're perfectly fine. I can give you a 5 once we turn around, though. Would you like that?
What?
I can give you 5?
What's that?
5 minutes?
Yeah.
I can do that. I think you're...
I mean, for the 5 minutes, for the 5 minutes of a big show.
What?
I want the 5 minutes for a big show.
What do you mean, no? Buddy, just take 5 minutes when we turn around. You are definitely... Buddy, you're psyching yourself out that you can't do this. You can. I also do this, chat. Buddy, it's not a big hill. It's just a steady hill. There's no hills as big as the hills we did, Tuesday. There's nothing as big as the damn hill. There's nothing as big as the hill that I like to go up. It's just a long hill. That's it. No. Buddy, we're going to go ahead. We're going to turn around and wait 5 minutes, and then we're going to go home. You are talking yourself out of it again. Talk yourself into it. The thing is, chat, I know that I do this to myself too, where I psych myself out, and I'm trying to be better about that, because I do like exercising. I like biking, but I easily talk myself out of it because of one little thing. And I'm trying to help him with that because it seems like he does the same thing, unfortunately. I think he's worse about it than I am, actually. I don't say that meanly. I just am observing. It'll be about 10 miles once we turn around. About half a mile. Now, as I said, we had two choices. Do you want to stand for the 5 minutes, or do you want to go about another fourth of a mile than we typically go, so you can sit down?
I can lay on the ground.
That's up to you.
I want to lay on the ground.
Alright, I think you're fine. I think you are. Alright. So chat. So just have a nice chat for 5 minutes as we...
The place at the stand will stay down on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Admittedly though, chat, with me going slower this week with him, might be better, because it's like, as I was saying, my back was having issues. It's doing substantially better now, thanks be to God. I mean that sincerely. That maybe starting off with, just the same distance, but a little slower is a better idea, because then I don't push myself quite as hard. Admittedly, I'd still like to be going faster, but this is fine. And this section is a slight little uphill, so. It might look like I'm sweating on occasion, chat, but that's just from the condensation from the fog around us. Well, took longer than I was expecting. Actually, that's not true. It took about as long as I was expecting, because I wasn't expecting him to pedal as fast as he could, and we're now an hour in, so I was really happening to hope for like 55 minutes, even 50. But he's wanting to go ahead and say everything hurts today. I'm not saying that meanly to him. I want him to know that. I just know he can do better. I know he can do better. He just gets discouraged because with running, he's doing very well. He can stay ahead of me now for basically the entire run, if not all of it. For biking, which is where I prefer, because I like biking more, he is not quite as adept yet, but that's why we're out here, so we can practice, get better.
Are we about 10 miles?
We are.
Now we
Not quite yet, not quite yet. I'll let you know. We are very close though, I can guarantee you that. What? I'm here, you can stop now. This is the turnaround point, boys and girls. So we'll give them a 5 minutes, then we'll go ahead and start biking again. So this next part, we can talk to you guys, but start again here at 1 hour 5 minutes. So, buddy, you're fine. Come on. You don't need to lie on the ground. As is, I'm surprised he is though. He doesn't really like getting wet, and the ground is definitely a little wet. That's what he wants to do though. I'll let him. I don't mind giving him a break. If there was a playground, I'd let him run around on that, but there's no playground in this part of the trail. There is earlier on the trail, but then we'd basically be done at that point, so I might still let him run around on that. Would you like to run around the playground when we head back?
Probably.
Okay. We can do that, Chet. I seem to have my helmet on better today. That's good. Typically I wear sunglasses, but since it's so foggy out, there's no need for sunglasses. I would say it would actually be worse, truth be told. You're fine. If you need to, you can stretch. You got about another 3.5 minutes. Hope you're all doing well today. We got another 3 minutes and then we're gonna start biking again, Chet. The lighting keeps changing for this and I'm not a big fan of it. Not much I can do about that though. So, you ready? I mean, you got another 3 minutes, otherwise, or 2.5 minutes, but we can start now. You want to start now? All right.
First, I want to get to the top of the hill.
All right, that's fair. It's not really a big hill, but that's fine.
I know.
1 second. Is that 1 second? 1 second, Chet. Boy. Oi, 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 oi. Little does he know, we actually went 10.5 miles, Chet. Don't tell him. All right. Sorry, Chet, you saw that? I do apologize. Yeah, I think he found out that this is a downhill. That's a good thing you found that out. Keep pedaling, it's downhill for a while, as you probably discovered. Keep pedaling, it's downhill. I was saying you probably discovered this is downhill, and it is, so. You can pedal faster, come on. Remember, the faster we get home, the faster you get presents. You are, but you could be going faster. You can see I'm still coasting, bud. You're doing very good, though. I'm very proud. go. That's better.
Even though my legs hurt, I am doing it.
Your legs don't hurt. I bet they feel tired. I'd give you that. Because you've been exercising, I would give you tired. Say tired and hurt are two different things. It is hard to determine between those initially. I won't deny that. Like, that is a hard thing to distinguish between, chat, and I do not deny that. But we are on the way back now. I would probably say that this section is the second easiest of the trail, and he's going pretty fast here. This other section he was going, I would say, is the easiest. He was not going as fast for, which is fine. Admittedly, I do know that I used to pedal and coast a lot when I was younger, so that's probably also more what it is, whereas now I just go pedal, 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 and I'll coast when I need to. There's a possibility, chat, aside from tomorrow, I might do more bike streams next week if it's something people are interested in. Kind of a test. And people seem to not dislike it, I'll be honest. Yeah, I seem to enjoy it, and I'm glad you guys are along for the ride. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Boo-doo-doo. Gonna take you for a ride. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That was a horrible rendition of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 character select screen. But, yeah, that's pretty on brand. It's on brand, okay. See, this part's still downhill. I bet you like them downhill, aren't you? If you pedaled the other downhill section, I think you would have enjoyed that more too, but you were going a little slow for that section. Now you're going to have to bike up it.
I'll probably be pretty fast.
Think so?
Yeah.
I'm biking up it?
I'm pretty fast right now.
Yeah, well, you are going pretty fast right now, I'll give you that. Excuse me. This is about where I'm going to expect him to go a little slower, because it's no longer downhill. But he could keep pedaling and keep it up, so it is entirely within his power. There's another slight downhill near the end of the ride that he'll probably also enjoy, because that part is probably my least favorite part. You okay? What's up? What's up? Buddy?
My bike isn't.
Your bike isn't wet.
The pedals are slippery.
That'll happen. That'll, yeah. Buddy. Buddy. Yes, it's moist out. That's gonna happen. I understand. You gotta adapt to it. That is something I should have told you about. I'm sorry. You see how there's fog everywhere?
Yeah.
You see how there's a little bit of rain coming off your helmet?
Oh no.
Well, there's a little bit of rain coming off your helmet and your glasses. You see how it's a little foggy on your glasses?
Yeah.
It's a little moist. That little moistness has built up, so now it's on your pedals, yes. Which is fine, it's not too bad. It's different for me. I have,
Been used to it.
well, I'm used to it, that's true. But it's a little different for me still because I have clips.
I don't.
You do not.
Sometimes I do, sometimes.
Sometimes you do, but on that bike you do not. I have straps, more accurately. I don't have clips. Oh, I just realized why they made these booties this way.
Why?
Well, it doesn't cover in the front of the shoe or the back of the shoe. It just is like the middle. But that way, they can make it work for all bike shoe types for like clips too. So it's like, oh, I should have figured that out much faster. I did not. But I don't really use clips, but I'm not opposed to trying them. I just don't like how fast I can't get out of them as fast as I'd like.
I'd like to try.
That's fair. I bet we could ask Pocky about that. Alright, that wasn't so bad. That was about 2 miles in 10 minutes. That's better. That's better. I think it's better. Maybe it's not. No, it's the same. That's fine. That's fine. It is slightly better. It's not quite 2 minutes. Probably really started biking at about 1:04, so probably that's not too bad, honestly. Yeah. All right,
What's your favorite water?
just be careful, bud. Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta deal with the mud. He is asking what your favorite water type is, by the way, chat, for Pokemon. You got about 1 more mile before we got a bit of an uphill, bud. Probably about an uphill for about 2.5 miles. But it is really slight. You've done this trail before. Admittedly, you did it with Pat and Pocky. You were on the tandem, but still, you have done it before. Yeah, this next wooden bridge we're about to cross over also was covered in complete snow and ice last Wednesday. It is now a week and a day since then. There's still a little bit of snow on the other side, but it's not much. I had to get off my bike and walk across this, and this is a fairly long wooden bridge, as you're about to hear. So it's not like super long, but it's enough where it's like, it's a long walk. A long enough walk might be the better way to put it. But nothing too bad. So hopefully, since it'll have been 4 days since we last tried that other trail, the ice will be considerably better. If not, we'll figure out what we can do. Pardon me. He's doing pretty well for this section too. I think his spirits are boistered now that we're heading home, which is fine. I'm still coasting, but I would say that I am coasting at a better speed now. So. And as I said, a lot of it is he just has to get back used to biking. So that's part of it too. He hasn't done it as much as me lately. During the summer, you might want to come back over here, but that ends pretty quick. Alright. summer, I will keep him biking with me. We might actually try a different trail than I was thinking about for tomorrow. Only because I would like to see if another trail is open again. They have been working on it for almost 2 years now, which is embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. The construction workers around here are awful. They're terribly slow, and it's like, wow. Stuff that probably should have taken you, I'll give them a year. It's taking you twice as long. Amazing. Very cool. I mean, I'm not a construction worker, but at the same time, it's like, for what's going on here, it's like, nah, this is taking too long. Get out! Speaking of construction worker, I am wondering what chat would think I do for a living if I hadn't told them already due to my balding hairline. As you guys know, I watched Smiling Friends, and that was brought up in a somewhat recent episode. I actually don't think being bald is that bad. Truth be told, just shave it off. Make sure you look good. If you have a stash, it goes a long way, or a beard. Like, do a stash or a beard after you're bald, goes a long way. Just being honest. That's what I do. It'll be about 14 miles once we get up here. We got 7 more to go. That's not bad. Hey Gaius, Merry Christmas. How are you doing today? How many more miles do we have to go? 7. I lied to you. I lied to you. We went 10.5 miles. I have bamboozled him, chat. I don't think he's happy about that. Sounds fair, guys. Let me know when you're... I guess... He can't hear this, but let me know when you're back. Well, bud, if I told... you know I like going 21 miles. If I told you I was going 21 miles, you would have complained. 20 miles you're used to, so... Went ahead and did the old parenting trick where it's like, yep, we're... I might know we're half an hour away, but I'm going to tell you 2 hours, just so... When we get there ahead of time, you're not going to complain. Ye old parenting trick. Yep, as I say, this is probably going to be your least favorite part, bud, but let's do it. See, this is just a very small hill. I would say this is even or 2. I really do.
Oh, you mean the incline?
Yeah. The length, yes, this is a 3-mile hill, bud. I'll agree with that.
I thought you meant the length.
No. Let me know when you're back, Gaia, so I can wish you a Merry Christmas. I don't know if you can hear this still, but I mean, you know, if I keep repeating it, you'll hear it eventually. We should put some Christmas music on when we're back, bud. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong with that?
My back.
Your back is fine, come on. Want to take a bath when we get home and you sit in the tub for a little bit? No. Your back can't hurt that much then if you don't want to do that.
Sure, yes.
You're okay. Come on. Just breathe, bud. Breathe. Breathe. No, don't go ahead and start doing this faking with me. Nope. Come on. Come on. I know what you're doing. Come on. Come on. Come on. So some of my G Fuel order finally shipped. It took them long enough. It took them basically a month. Hey, welcome back, guys. Merry Christmas. How you doing? We seem to have lost Cayman. He will be with us shortly. He is going ahead and faking not being able to breathe, so I'm letting him have a moment, but I'm also not you know, I know him better than that because he's me. He's very similar to me. Alright, he's back on his bike. I do have a rear view mirror, chat, so I am able to see him. How you doing today, guys? How was Mass? Merry Christmas again. We do have another hour and a half of Horse Girl tomorrow, just as a heads up. And then we have another Expedition 33 half hour tomorrow. We got some more rolls last night, and a lot of them were for umasume, surprisingly. Just ate lunch / dinner. Turkey and mashed potatoes treated me well. Nice. I am waiting until dinner because I am really trying to watch my figure. What's up? Buddy, don't you go ahead. You are more than fine, and you and I both know this. No. No.
It's so bad. I was. Ow.
No, you're fine.
They're too slippery.
Oh, buddy.
That's why. They were going, but I was trying to get my feet on, and then it kept hitting my other leg. That's why.
I'm sorry. Well, let me take a deep breath, buddy. I get that. I know that smacking yourself in the shin is not very fun. Take a deep breath. But this is why I wanted you not to stop, because I know you weren't hurting that badly earlier. Smacking yourself in the shin, that's different, but we do need to keep going. Master was yesterday for me. Fair. It was yesterday for us too, guys. But I figured I'd ask how it was, because.
I did keep going.
Well, you stopped for a minute, but then you did keep going, which was good.
No, I stopped and I walked it over my bike, and then I started to go on the bike.
Fair. But as I said, but I know you better than that. I know a lot of time when you are trying to get me to stop because you think you can't go any further, but I know you better than that. However, smacking yourself in the shins, that's fair. Merry Christmas, Father Trekkie. How are you? How was I believe it. Go ahead and try to breathe through it and then breathe out through your mouth. So I understand. Let's see. Have fun with the bike ride. I'm leaving a lurk while I finish packing for my trip. Fully understand, Father. Thank you for being here for the lurk. God bless. Say we only got about another half an hour to go, so. And thank you for the watch streak. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really trying to actually be consistent with streaming again, as you guys might have noticed. I'm not always perfect about it, but we'll have a lot of streams again next week. No, it's not the same amount this week because it's not my birthday. It's my wife's birthday, and she'll want me to stream less, not more. But, as I say, how was Mass for everybody? I know you said you're lurking, Father. I'll ask anyways. Because Cayman was part of the kids' choir Mass yesterday, and I don't think he's going to talk about much at the moment, but you had a good time with it, right? Yeah. You're doing great though, bud. I know that this is a little bit, as I said, a long hill, but it's not steep, right? So, I get it. It's just a nice little pleasant hill. Maybe that should be a sub-series of Silent Hill, where everything's happy. Pleasant Hill. Is that a dumb joke, chat? It might be a dumb joke.
It's a dumb joke.
Well, at least he's honest.
I said I think.
I heard you, but I'm just saying, at least you're honest. You're okay. Come on. Once we get to the next road, it's only 5.5 miles. You still want to stop at the playground, or you want to get home for presents? All right. You are really doing very well. I think you are pedaling faster, buddy.
Well, now I just really want to lay down.
I think you're fine. But you are doing very well. I'm very proud of you. So once we get to the next road, it'll be 5.5 miles. The road after that is 4.5 miles, bud. Then I think the road after that, 2.5. Fair guess. Fair guess. You saw a pattern. It changed the pattern. So I do wonder if there's like kayaking or something out here, because there's little houses. They might be guest houses.
Maybe if you're going hiking around here.
Could be.
It's the little houses and staying.
Maybe. It's definitely possible. They're nice little. They're cute little houses. They're cute little houses.
And identical.
Similar. I don't know if they're quite identical, but they are very similar. I was trying to convince Floofs this year that we should have a goose for dinner. She did not go for it, so we're having ham. Which, admittedly, as a ham guy, I am all for. And Cayman's gonna take a bath. I don't know if he might want to open his presents first. I might take a shower after him.
I'll probably open it first.
That's fair.
I should probably.
As I said, that's fair. I didn't say you had to. Because we've opened 2 presents. One was a shared present for him and me. That counted as one. That was Pokemon cards for the both of us.
I got very lucky.
He got good card. He did get good pulls. He got a $10 card and a $15 card. So, you know, honestly, if I didn't get nothing. That's not quite true.
Except for Dun Dun Sparse, that was $2.
$1. I did get a Dun Sparse that was $1. I still like the Dun Sparse, and it's not like it was the normal variant. So I was like, you know, I can still have this for my collection. Not that I'm thinking Dun Sparse will ever be usable in the TCG, but I mean.
Well, it will be usable.
Let me rephrase that. Dun Sparse EX. Dun Sparse regular is very usable. I see that way too frequently. There's an Alakazam deck at the moment that I can beat, but it's very difficult. So I only run one copy of Boss's Orders in my new deck, but that's really all I can spare. I don't even have a counter catcher. That deck, I don't know what else I could do so as to make it better. Admittedly, what I have in my deck does help counter it a little bit. So I have a Toadscruel in there, which makes it so Toadscruel is very useful at the moment. And if you have a grass deck, I fully recommend just plopping it in there, plop it on in, because it makes it so any items that are in your discard you cannot put back to your hand. You can still put it back to your deck, so they can still get it back, but a lot of the time they want it for 1 card, not 2. My presents are being saved for when my older brother arrives, but I did open up a new coffee mug. Hey, that works! As I say, what new coffee mug? Is it just a coffee mug, or does it say something fun? We are working on getting rid of some of our coffee mugs at the moment, so I finally convinced my wife we have too many, and now she has asked me to get rid of some of my G-filled cups because she thinks we have too many, and she's probably right. She's probably right. 1 second. Crossing. Go ahead. Go. Pedal. Only because it's a hill. I was trying to give you acceleration, but there was not a car. So that time was not because of a car. It was that way. Because this is probably the worst part of this part of the hill. After this, it's fine. It's not too bad. It's a little hill. It's a tiny itsy bitsy hill. And then see, once you get past it, buddy, it's just back to being a smooth hill again. A smooth criminal. Catholic Church, outlasting aggressive government since 33 AD, right? Ain't that the truth? Because I was gonna say, you had the Romans, we converted them. Venezuela at the moment's pretty bad, is my understanding. You had the Nazis, you have China. I know obviously the China-Vatican deal isn't always the best, but it does seem like the Vatican might be... Oh, that was the mug, gotcha. I like that, I like it. Sorry, I thought you were just making a topic point there, Gaius. The Vatican might be pushing back a little more against the Chinese government.
I'm pretty sure shiny frog is like a lighter blue than dark blue.
I'm not sure. Could be, because I know Greninja, shiny Greninja's black.
Same. Same for Charizard.
Yeah, I like purple Charizard better.
There was a purple Charizard? Oh yeah, because we ran in shiny.
No, so for Gen 2, buddy, all Pokemon were the inverse of their colors. So Charizard was purple in Gen 2. I actually like purple Charizard better than black Charizard. I don't know if that's a common opinion, chat, but it is a true opinion. True believers. What's up? Dunsparce?
Yeah.
I don't know what Dunsparce's shiny looked like. I'd have to look.
Him on Gen 2.
He was Gen 2, but I don't remember what his shiny was. As I told you, buddy, outside of guaranteed shinies, until Scarlet and Violet, I don't remember having ever seen a shiny. Now, that doesn't mean that didn't happen.
Yeah, because shinies were like a 1 in 5 billion.
I don't think they're that high, but they're particularly rare.
Yeah. So Scarlet, Violet, and Today helped.
Well, Scarlet and Violet helped. I want to say Sword and Shield helped a little bit, but Scarlet and Violet did it even better in terms of shinies. And then the Switch 2 version of Scarlet and Violet is probably even better for shinies. Germany had gone through several bad phases against the church before World War II. That's true. The 30 Years' War, Otto von Bismarck come to mind. That is true. Listen, the only Otto von that I trust and respect, Gaius, is Otto von Bismarck. Shout out to Good Tweet Man. We got about another half an hour to go, chat. We got about another, once we get to this next road, we'll have 4.5 miles left. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. But before that, I won't show Cayman on screen, but we'll both wish you a Merry Christmas before we end the stream. I don't care if it's Broken Miss. I like Pokemon Violet. We'll do that too. That's fair. So actually, Gaius, I agree with you. I think Scarlet and Violet gets a little too much hate. It does need, from what I hear, the Switch 2 version does fix a lot of Scarlet and Violet's problems. I'm not going to deny it didn't need more time in the tank, but I agree with you. I think Scarlet and Violet were a good generation, truth be told. Wasn't a big fan of Sword and Shield, wasn't a big fan of Sun and Moon. I really like Gen 6. I liked X and Y. Those are my... X and Y is probably my third favorite gen.
What about Omega and Alpha?
I didn't include that there. They made some changes to that I liked and some changes to that I didn't like. I would include that with my favorite generation though. Which would also mean Fire Red and Leaf Green are up there with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Which I guess that would also include Coliseum, because Coliseum was Gen 3 too. and XD. XD. Gale of Darkness. Which I'm looking forward to Pokemon Company putting XD Gale of Darkness on the Switch 2. They have confirmed that. It'll be nice to not pay $200 for that.
I hope they put red or blue.
And yellow?
Red, blue, yellow.
You hope they put all the handheld games up to Game Boy Advance on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All the Pokemon games, they put it on the Switch 1.
Well, they should be able to do that because it just wouldn't. If they do Nintendo DS emulation, which they might, I think that would have to be for Switch 2 only, bud. I think it would require a little more. Well, maybe not. I don't know. You might be fine. We'll see. We'll see. So I was thinking about it. There is a couple DS games on the Nintendo Switch already. They've been ported though. They're not part of like the Nintendo DS Classics or whatever Nintendo calls it. I can't remember. Black and White was the peak for me. So my Snivy love probably made that obvious. Yeah, and my love for Totodile and Marie probably made that obvious for me. Totodile is my favorite Pokemon. Totodile, Mareep, and Goomy are my three favorites.
The whole line is except for Totodile's Mega, I think.
I like Totodile's Mega.
Will you put it with the first?
I don't know. I like it. I actually do like Totodile's Mega. Pardon me. Black and White, I think I need to do another playthrough of, honestly. So I am hoping we get those remakes. But the only problem with those remakes, aside from that the Diamond and Pearl remakes, Pearl and Diamond, I said it right. Platinum's the third edition, weren't the best. They didn't take the stuff from Platinum that they should have. It was mostly just a remake of Diamond and Pearl with no new additions. There was a little bit. As I said, there are almost no new additions. I knew there was a little bit, but. Hold on. To the left, stop. Alright, keep going. Keep going. 1 second, Jack. Gotta cross the street. This will be the busiest street we cross today. It's not too bad most of the time. But yeah, when they. Come on, only 4.5 miles to go. Yes, they are a little slippery. I should have probably realized that. I was going to say, the only problems for the Black and White remakes, are they just going to do Black 1 and Black 1 and Black 2 together? Or are they going to make two separate, different remakes? Because they've kind of run into a little bit of a problem now with that.
True. That's their fault.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's their fault. They just weren't thinking about it at the time, because they were like, you know, that's 20 years down the road from now. We don't have to worry about that yet. And now they've kicked the can and went, oh, guys, we kicked that can. What are we going to do? Thankfully, it does seem like Pokemon cards are getting easier to find again.
Daddy, you're going a bit too fast for me.
Yeah, it's because you're going a bit too slow for me.
I'm trying to go fast.
You what?
I'm trying to go fast.
I know you are.
The pedal.
I know. You have misplaced my favorite Pokemon list. That's fair. I was going to say, I know my top 3. What I really need to do is have a top 5 from each gen. So I would like to go ahead and narrow that list down. And it would only be like one Pokemon from that line. So I don't know if I could include Crobat for Gen 2. Because Crobat's pretty high up there for me, but would that count as Gen 1 due to most of its evolutionary line being in Gen 1? I might have to say yes. could possibly change the list too when new evolutions come out. Because admittedly, I probably would put primate up there as one of my. What's up? You're fine. Come on. Oh, the geese are fine. I probably would put up. You're fine. Come on, we're almost there. I probably would put primate up on my top 5 for Gen 1 Pokemon. You're fine. Come on. I know, but you gotta push through it. Buddy, you're fine. Oh, all right. Come on. Come on. I love him. And this is something that, to be fair, is annoying to deal with. You have to learn how to deal with it. So, what's going on here, it's a little misty out, like a little foggy. It's not too bad. But basically, he's getting a little bit of water condensation on his pedals, and his feet are slipping off of it on occasion. He's not enjoying that. I understand that. I do. If he does not start again, I will go back for him. I am not even pedaling at the moment. I'm just coasting, chat. Because believe it or not, I do care about my son. But we also can't get home if he doesn't pedal. So the more we wait, the more his pedals are going to get condensation on them. So the worse it's going to get. I think your top 3 is Snivy, Glaceon, and Lycanroc. Lycanroc's pretty cool, but I need to make the list again to be sure. Yeah, and that's entirely fair. Yeah. As I said, my would definitely be the Totodile line, Mareep line, and Gumi line. He is a joy to be around at GolfCon. He's a good kid. And as I said, I understand entirely why he's getting upset with that. It's not something he's used to. You don't think about the fact that your pedals are going to get slippery, and it's like, I didn't even think about that. I forgot to mention that to him until it started happening to him. I was like, oh, yeah, that is going to happen. He's a good kid. He really is. Yeah, honestly, the worst part is at the moment we're on a downhill, so I don't even, hopefully GolfCon is a better time for me next year. I hope so as well. I'd love to see you. I can't bring him, unfortunately. They have a new GolfCon rule of no kids. I understand that. I respect P. Tony and Jens's rules, and I will follow them. But it does make me really sad because he would love to be able to come again. He really would. He's starting to catch up now. As I said, I'm not pedaling really. This is all just downhill because this is enough of a downhill. I can usually get up to, I think, 25 in this section, where it's just like, yep, I can just plop my butt on this bike and coast. Maybe moving my pedals once in a while just because I want to readjust my legs. There's a little bit of ice here. Nothing too bad, but it's like I am barely pedaling. I'll let him know that too, because I'm not trying to pedal away from him. I understand how discouraging it can be to wait for somebody, because like I would just be pedaling just enough so as to keep myself upright. But even as is, I'm going faster than I think I'm realizing. Because it doesn't feel like that big of an uphill, but it is big enough of an uphill that you do notice it, especially when you're going up it. Because when you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. And when you're either up or down, you're nearly halfway there. Or something like that. But yeah, I'm planning to use my floating holidays this time for the charity stream. Because I found out we can also use floating holidays around holidays. So I thought it was only like specific days. It is not. You can use it on days like basically right after or before, which works perfectly for me. That means I can use 3 of my floating holidays because we have 14. And they can only be used on certain days. I wish they could be used any day, but it is what it is. I'll get to the left, bud. You doing better? I know. I was telling Chad, I get how frustrating it is, but at the very least, bud, this is all downhill, so you don't have to pedal too hard. Did you notice how I wasn't pedaling, bud? I wasn't pedaling. That way I was trying to let you catch up. You okay? We're almost. home. I get that the condensation is not very fun. I understand. Buddy. Buddy. No. You can't go. No. You can't get upset like that. How else, buddy, how else are you going to get home? How else are you going to get home? Did you say just leave? I'm not trying to laugh at him, but it's like there is no way for him to get home otherwise. Technically there is, but I don't want to leave him here without me. I could technically leave him here and then come pick him up, but I don't think that's a good idea, chat. I used to bike a lot when I visit my grandparents on HHI, but that place isn't just too crowded to bike anymore. I get that. As I say, we have wonderful bike trails here, and I'm very glad for that. We have at least 60 miles easily. Wipe your pedals off with your sweater, Goofy! Alright, we have now gotten past the downhill. It is no longer a downhill. I get him being frustrated, I do, but at the same time, it's like there is no way home otherwise, bud. Bye! I'm not actually going to leave him. I'm just trying to encourage him. Instead of him getting angry and realizing, oh, I should actually start pedaling. Of course I'm not going to leave him. Why would I do that? This is one of those things where I just need to go ahead and let him let his anger out, because he does not like to critically think. So I'm hoping that this encourages him, that he needs to go, oh, I need to critically think. However, I am going to go ahead and get off my bike now while we wait for him. I do want to make sure that we can see him. You aren't going to get there very fast like that. Get on the bike. Yes, it will. Get on the bike. You can wipe it off with your sweater. You're not thinking harder. You're not thinking smarter. You're thinking harder. Wipe it off with your sweater. Wipe off your pedals. Use your sweater to wipe off the pedals. Oh, this child. Still a nice day out, chat. The worst part is we're only like, how many miles are we? 2.5? 3.5 miles? Something like that. We're pretty close, honestly, and now he just needs to go ahead and get on that bike and get home. Let me check. Let me see what I was doing. Started taking off all his clothes so as to wipe off. I meant use the outer layer to wipe off your bike. Whatever. I'll let him do this. This is fine. Oh, he's a good kid. He does not critically think as often as he should. Admittedly, what 9-year-old really does. But I'm trying to encourage him kindly to understand that instead of getting angry at the problem, we need to take a deep breath and figure it out. He has not done that. I don't know if you guys can hear him still being very upset, but he is not particularly pleased at the moment. I really don't think his... Well, it's probably his shoes more than his pedals. Yeah, probably is more his shoes than his pedals. He's not going to be happy when he gets back on and tells me it doesn't work. Oh, chat. Let's wait for this outburst. I really can't blame him for this one. He is a good kid. Don't think I'm saying otherwise, chat. I love my son very much. I'm not trying to badmouth him or belittle him. And I hope, honestly, this video's around when I'm gone. And you can go ahead and look back on this and smile a little bit. I think I hear a cyclist coming from the other direction. Maybe not. You gotta do it, bud. I've gathered. Come on. There's no other way home. Get on the bike. Yes, it does. Get on the bike. Chat, should I show him it works? Should I go ahead and be like a little clown? Bring me the bike. Bring me the bike, bud. Don't forget your gloves, though. Bring me the bike. Where's your gloves? It's fine. Where's your gloves? Gloves? Where's your gloves? All right, cool. Just want to make sure he had his gloves. I'm just bring the bike here. Hold my bike. Please. I did not say please to you.
I think the pedals might be wrong.
I think the pedals are fine.
Like the pedals.
Bring them over here.
Might be too loose.
I think they're fine. Well, hold my bike.
Yeah.
Hold on, chat. John, nothing like that. Okay. Hold on, chat. This one actually is a little harder for him. You goof. You actually look at the problem so you can solve the problem.
What?
Hold the bike for me. No, hold my bike still.
I know it's dirty.
Give you a slight tap upside your head. You should have noticed this.
What?
That was a slight one. John, how is the bike going to work if the chain is not on the gear?
I don't know.
It's not.
I didn't know. I thought it was wrong.
Well, you've been around bikes long enough, you should know that, but that's fine. 1 second, chat, let me make sure that it is, actually.
Is it easier?
I mean, it'd be easier for you, but not for me.
Okay.
Hold on, let me come back. cannot sit down on it or I cannot pedal. I'm having to just...
He can barely pedal.
Yeah, but it functions. We fixed it. So, hold on. Take your bike with one hand, please. Go ahead and put your gloves back on.
Why do I need them on?
Are you hot?
My hands are not cold.
All right, hold on. Zip them up then so you don't lose your gloves.
That's not, it's only on in the left one.
Did you zip it?
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to go, chat. His chain fell off. I don't know how that happened, but when he was saying his feet were slipping off, I assumed it was condensation. Maybe I should have taken a further look. I'll admit that. But we're good to go now. Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, guys, if you find a job out here, biking is great. I'm not gonna lie. Not that you want to or plan to. I'm just making a statement. I assume you'd want to be near your family. And I wish I was closer to my family. The family we really have close by us is my wife's side of the family. My parents moved here when I was young. I'm not going to say how old, but most of my family lives on the East Coast. So outside of like weddings, I don't see my family often, which is a bit of a shame. He's a good kid. I should have taken a little bit of a further look. When he was saying that his feet were slipping, I did not understand what he meant. I thought he meant his feet were slipping off the pedals, not that he was... Yes, I gather. You're trying to pedal, but you're not actually getting any force. So that was probably a both of us thing. I probably should have taken a look at it. He could have explained it a little better. But that's okay. We're here now. Once we get to the next road, bud, I'm pretty sure that's 2 miles left, so we're almost home. Well, almost the car. I did not bike from home today, chat. So you're gonna be with us on the entire bike ride, because if we're biking from home, I will turn you guys on once we get to the trail, but no sooner than that. Just a little smarter. I don't need to advertise where I live. Once again, due to this whole format, I don't think anybody could go ahead and easily find out where I live. Not that they couldn't. I was saying this on Tuesday. If people can go ahead and find out where Shia LaBeouf has a flag based entirely off of time of day and flight, finding where the flights are, 4chan could do this. I'm not challenging them. No contest. I'm tapping out. It's like, no, I'm not interested. That's correct. It's like, I'm not stupid. Well, not stupid in that regard, I guess. Actually gotten it under 2 hours, chat, if it wasn't for that whole chain, which is fine. Not upset with him. That's not his fault. Must have just jumped off somehow. I don't know how. I can understand why he was getting frustrated though, but he wasn't communicating properly, and I just didn't look, which is, as I said, a both of us thing. Sorry. Sorry, bud. Wasn't trying to make you upset. Yeah, honestly, with the crowd thing, Gaius, I was saying earlier how Boston, we visited there like 3 summer backs, something, I don't know. Met Eugen. I went for a run in Boston, and it was nice for running, but I would not want to imagine it for biking unless you do it like, you're fine, keep going, no cars. Very early in the morning where you don't have to deal with, cars, and even then it's Boston, so how likely is that? It's always the chain, it is frequently the chain, yes. It's the chain or the spoke. I would say chain or spoke are the 2 biggest candidates. But yeah, I was also saying earlier, I think this is exactly where I was having this conversation too, just in the opposite direction. That if Boston had like more underpasses, but admittedly, I don't know how See, I didn't think about this at the time. How feasible is it to have an underpass in Boston where a lot of the homeless will go and then it won't be safe? So it's like, I hate saying that because we do need to help the homeless, but sometimes they're dangerous. And sometimes people just want to mess with the homeless, and they shouldn't, obviously, but people do. That's horrible. So it's kind of like, it's never an easy solution. Do this one thing, you think you did good, find out, oh no, there's another problem. It's like, oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Jojo. It's gotten foggier out, chat. Yes it has, yes it has. See, I could do this, but then I couldn't read you guys. I don't even know where you guys are looking at currently. Oh, you're just straight in the sky. I was trying to show you how foggy it was. This ain't working, obviously, but it's particularly foggy. It's like, when we came out here it was a little foggy. We're coming back now, it's foggier. And it's like, typically throughout the day, fog is supposed to lift. Not, come down thicker. Rain down, do, do, do. That is not a, I like that song, but that is not really the season for that song, is it, chat? We're now passing by one of my least favorite places to eat. It's just not very tasty. My son disagrees with me. I'm not going to tell you, because then if I tell you, you're going to say the name out loud. That's not what it's called, but close enough. And that's why I was not telling you, because you were going to say the name out loud. Admittedly, I am fairly confident that the only reason that this place is still in business is because it's next to the bike trail. So during the summer, it's like, oh, bikers, they hungry, they need food. So, they go ahead and eat what they... Alright, let's be really careful for this crossing, bud, because of the fog. I can hear a car coming from that direction. I can see it because of its lights, too. It is, you're fine, go ahead, you're good. That's the last road we have to cross, so we'll be fine. Aside from your chain, did you have fun, bud?
Yeah, except the fog.
Well, the fog is fine. What's wrong with the fog?
Not really.
I mean, we can see far enough. It's not like it's right in front of our face. It is fairly close, like, I'd say 1/10 of a mile. That's about it as far as we can see currently. And that might be a generous estimate, guys. Might be 1/20th. It really, really might. Really, really? Really, really? Oh, wait in the morning I'm having waffles. It's all good for you, donkey. Now we got about a little less than a mile and a half, but it's how much longer? How fast are you willing to pedal? You willing to put that pedal to the metal? Say, at the moment, it depends upon you. My back, I didn't have any problems with biking today, Chad. I did a little bit Tuesday where I had it twinge a couple times, so I would say it's definitely doing better. I'll have my wife crack my back and apply biofreeze again today. This is one of 3 tunnels, so this is not the only tunnel. But I was gonna say, the faster you bike, the faster we get back. No, this is not the last tunnel. This is the first. Once we get to the top of this hill, though, John, it's a mile. So the faster you pedal, the faster we get home. You're not pedaling, but as I say, the more you pedal, the faster you go. Oh, the places he'll go when he remembers to pedal. Dr. Seuss said that. Well, not quite. Yeah. Honestly, guys, the tunnels might be the best part of the bike ride for you guys, not gonna lie, because otherwise it's like, yeah, you get trees on occasion, but how often do you really get trees? With the tunnels, you at least get a good solid couple seconds of the tunnel. It's like, ooh, tunnel, we love tunnel. Give us back the tunnel. Tunnels are precious, Golem. I don't know why that's my voice for chat today, but there you go, guys. Come on, bud. You're not getting any faster. Ooh. The tunnel. Ooh, the tunnel. We love the tunnel. Take us back. Oh, I'll take you back, chat. We got 2 more tunnels. Thank you, KAMaximilianK. You're welcome, chat. As soon as he pedals. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Come on, bud. Let's pedal. I'm gonna try to encourage him. Not gonna be the tunnel for very long this time, chat. Actually, this is a longer tunnel, so yes, we will. Like Golem. Secret! Secret tunnel. Oh gosh, that's more like Marge Simpson. Golem. Homie, is that somebody else's secret tunnel? Marge, that's our secret tunnel. You can get the Simpsons, how about that? Can't give you Golem. Well, I'll give you Marge and Homer. That did not encourage him. He is not anywhere close. The tunnel. Nope, that's not Golem again. Guys, I can do every voice today except for Golem. Golem. Precious tunnel. Precious. Alright, I just can't do Golem, guys. Don't know why. I can do voices. Golem apparently is outside my range. Ooh, he is really not pedaling. Goodness. I love him, but it's like this does not get him home any faster. He is going way slow. There he is. There he is. Come on, beat me back, bud. Race, come on. on, can you beat me back? KAMaximilianK, come on, pedal. Buddy, you are not. He's decided to give up again, chat. That's fine. We'll just go slower. This part is close to the highways. I'm sure you guys can hear. It's not too busy. I mean, it's Christmas, so it shouldn't be. But it is still like, oh yeah. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
I'm right behind you, Daddy.
Buddy, does it look like I'm pedaling?
No.
There you go. I know you're right behind me. I'm just coasting, that way I don't... Buddy, I want you to have a good time. What happened? Why aren't you having a good time now? Are you just tired? What? Because of me? You're tired and what?
Keep going in front of me, and I feel like you just are going to abandon me.
No, I'm not going to abandon you. I'm trying to encourage you to pedal. You're going very slow, but I think we're going 6 miles per hour at the moment, if that. I would never abandon you. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. That does explain a lot, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you feel like I'm going to abandon you. I was just trying to encourage you to pedal faster. Careful, don't hurt yourself. I do want you to go faster, but I don't want you to crash. Remember, we got a left turn up here, bud. Careful. Well, I hope you had a good time, Chad. I had a good time. I think KAMaximilianK mostly had a good time. Left, I said. Say we gotta turn left, bud. I'll give him a hug here in a second. All right. Ready to go home?
Yes, definitely.
Don't be so grumpy or else I'll make us go another 20.
No.
Alright, then don't be grumpy. You know that wasn't bad. Come on. I get that you got frustrated with the chain. I understand. And I get that you were thinking I was going to abandon you. I would never abandon you. I've told you this, bud. I was just trying to...
Why do you feel like that?
Because I want you to go faster. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to encourage you to go faster. You were going a little slow, so I was trying to encourage you to go faster. You better now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a hug once I put the bikes on, okay? Alright, you want to say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Appreciate you all being here. You all have a good day. God bless and Pax Bona. He'll have a better attitude tomorrow when he gets to play video games with me, won't you, bud?
Mm-hmm.
So, it'll be all good. Oh, hold on. One last thing for Blake and for Gaius, since he's here. Alright, hold on. One big clap. There you go. Alright. Bye, guys. Merry Christmas. God bless. Thank you all for being here.